Jesus and I had stepped over into heaven, and I was standing there, and I am in a circus tent. And I'm looking around. Jesus is standing beside me, and he's got his arm around me, and I'm looking around like, I am in a circus. I am in a circus tent. I'm like, okay, so you can't you can't think about it. You can't analyze what he's showing you, because there's reasons. There's reasons why he has given you these encounters. So when you come back, you can kind of analyze them and see, okay, well, why did he take me to the circus? Why these encounters? And so you just got to stay there. And so I'm like, okay, I am in a circus. All right, this is weird. I didn't know there were circuses in heaven. And so I am standing there with Jesus in the middle of the circus, and I'm looking around, and there's children, up in the stands all around us. And there's also adults sitting there with the children. And I'm looking at the children, and Jesus says, the circus in heaven is for the children. It's all about the children. And he said, there are some children on the earth that they didn't get to go to a circus for whatever reason. Or they didn't have parents that could take them to the circus. Or there's parents that didn't get to take their children to the circus. And he said, but here, all of that is restored. Oh, wow. So here, the children get to go to the circus. So the circus in heaven is all for the children. And so he took me, and he reminded me of the scripture in John 15:15. It says, I call you my friends. And so I'm standing in the middle of the circus, in the middle of the ring of the circus. And Jesus is like, you are my friend. And I want to take you as my friend to the circus. And so Jesus wants people. Not only does he want your worship, but he wants you to be his friend. And so he asks people, will you be my friend and come with me and allow me to show you things that I have designed in heaven for you to enjoy? Will you be my friend and let me take you and show you and play with you in heaven? And so we were standing there, and I was looking out, and the doorway of the circus tent, I'm standing still in the center with Jesus. And I see, like, right outside the doorway, there's two ladies that's walking up in before they step over into the circus. It's two ladies. And as soon as they step over, one of the ladies becomes a little girl. And she reaches up, and she takes her mother's hand, and she looks up at her, and her mom looks down at her. And they walk inside the circus, and they go and they find a seat. And then I saw a man and a lady walking up to the doorway. And as soon as they stepped into the circus, the lady became a little girl, and she reached up and she took her dad's hand, and he looks down at her, and he's just beaming because now he gets to take his daughter to the circus.
Wow.
And, so I'm standing there and I'm watching this. And Jesus just says, because I'll quit crying in a minute. Because there's children that didn't get to go with their parents. And but now they get to go. And there's parents, just like I said, there's parents that they didn't get to take their child to the circus. But now all of that is restored. It's all restored. So
he cares about every little detail of our lives.
Every little detail. And I was thinking about, did I ever go to the circus with my mom? When I saw that, and I vaguely remember maybe once, but I didn't realize that, Jesus knows your heart, and he knows the parents. They're like, I never got to take my child to the circus because of whatever reason. He said, there's a lot of reasons. The circus didn't come to your town, or you couldn't afford to go, or your child passed away, or your parents passed away and you didn't get to go. And so he restores all that.